Hi, it is the 4th of the 4th, 2024. All the fours. We have a sleepy Finn joining us on the chair just over there. We've got so much going on, so much going on. It's like, what's not going on? And it's all going on in Aries. So yeah, we've got Sun in Aries, North Node in Aries. Pretty sure that Sun is like on the North Node. Mercury in Aries, that was on the North Node. It might have moved a bit past it by now. It's retrograding in there. So, I mean, if you're in Aries, my God, it's like hard times, maybe. Probably. It's getting a bit tense. Chiron is in Aries as well. We've just had a full moon eclipse in Libra, your opposite sign, which will have affected you. Then we've got the new moon, solar eclipse, full solar eclipse on the 8th in Aries. Did I say about Chiron? Oh yeah, I did. And we've got Venus rocking up in Aries today also, just to make you extra like, I want to get out and do stuff. I want to go for it. I want to take the leap. But yeah, we might need to just chill our beans a wee bit because we are still in Mercury retrograde, and that is a lot of Aries energy. It's called a stellium. Anyway, I am going to pull some cards on it. So I'm going to flip the camera now. Right, so let's get started. I think actually tomorrow Venus moves into Aries, doesn't it? Let's look what's on the bottom of the deck before we... Oh, the star, wow. So I'm going tradish for now, so I'll give us that as an overall energy card. And then put that at the top. I'm going to do a slightly different formation today. Ooh. One's just fell on the floor. My goodness me. The Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Wands. Let's try and shove it up a bit so I can fit. Let's shove the crystals up a bit out of the way for now. You're beautiful, but you're in the way. This one. 9 of Cups. Actually, I want that one there. Not the bottom yet. But I need space for one at the bottom. That might be connected to that bottom one when it comes out. And spat one out again. 4 of Cups. And let's go for our bottom card. Knight of Wands. And he might be a little bit sideways because he came out upright, then he span onto the floor to be kind of not really upright, not really in the reverse. So I've got a nice traditional base here. So the star to come out today on the 4th of the 4th, which is meant to be quite a big sort of manifesty energy. We have had, we've got the moon in Aquarius today, haven't we? Let me double check. I'm pretty sure the moon moved into Aquarius yesterday, and the star is an Aquarius card. What month that May? Aries season, where are you? Yeah, the 4th. The moon is in Aquarius. And obviously it's approaching that solar eclipse, new moon on in Aries on the 8th. So just showing you that as well. I think there's something pretty poignant happening on the 25th as well. I think it's Uranus, which rules Aquarius. Uranus and Jupiter are like going to be within a 5-degree orb of one another. That might be happening around now. Cannot remember what sign that's happening in at the moment, what area of the sky. But that's very interesting. That's been creating quite a dreamy, I've had this really dreamy, sleepy energy for the past few days, and then like today's happened, I'm like, ping, like I'm back in the game. I'm feeling the fire of Aries season again. Whereas I think there's been quite a lot of, I think Neptune's still in Pisces as well, and that's been like creating a lot of dreamy vibes. And then you've got obviously that Uranus-Jupiter thing going on. Expanding that Uranus sort of quality, which is quite a dreamy, glamour kind of energy, and things sort of beneath the surface. But this is, you know, our sort of current communication. So I'd say we're communicating quite well for manifesting and communicating quite well with the universe and receiving. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like our self-esteem, our intuition, and that's kind of like just go with it, really. Like the wheel of destiny is the wheel is turning, and we, I think it's about opening up to the unknown and surrendering to not knowing where we're going, like communicating with the universe with what we want, and then in our self-esteem, in our intuition, in our self, being open to that gift being granted by the universe and surrendering to knowing that the universe is going to deliver it to us, and just be open to the unknown and not knowing how it's going to go and what exactly it's going to bring, how it's going to bring it in, but it's coming. Be open to the unknown. Then with our 7 of Wands, the 7s are always a little bit tricky, I find. So in our emotions, I feel like this is about maybe this little bit of a quarrel, a little bit of a fight with ourselves, a little bit of an argument left with ourselves, a bit of defensiveness about this release. There might still be a few things that you need to release emotionally, and a few little quarrel, I can't speak, a few little quibbling quarrels to sort of smooth out with a bit of shadow work before we can, receive fully and be fully open to taking this leap, which the eclipse is going to bring in on the 8th. And I feel like this 4th of the 4th energy is, and the Mercury retrograde is all working together to create this opening, like this transportational portal kind of thing, and that eclipse will allow us to surrender these last little quibbles and quarrels. I'm going to read the 4th card. So our power, our energy, which is beautiful, belief and coming to the end of an emotional cycle in a positive way. But then above it, we've got lessons and opportunities. So there might just be, that last cup, Don't get into this state of doubt. Stay in this mentality of abundance and don't doubt. And I said that this was maybe going to be red here and that he was sort of sideways. So I feel like this side is sort of linking together. The Knight of Wands, he charges in quite impulsively. It was on its side. I think that's maybe some retrograde vibes, like he's being slowed down. Mercury is being slowed down from its usual quick pace. And I was talking at the beginning about, you know, me feeling a lot slower and a lot more dreamy and a bit spaced out until today. And so we might be feeling like there is a delay in receiving what we want, and that might be making us a bit of a doubter. But it is coming. So don't give up on, you know, knowing that the blessings are coming. Because you might, you know, thwart yourself and end up in a state of ungratefulness. And, you know, the star is all about gratitude and being confident, and, you know, you are the shining star, like you can have it all. So don't thwart yourself. Right, I would like to take some light seers. I feel like this is a pretty good message so far. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. What maybe we need to release. Ooh, this one is what's landing in my hand, Temperance. Okay, so Temperance is about balance. It's about patience. And what was I saying here about, you know, it's feeling like everything's moving slowly, and that might be making us doubt our hopes and fall into the state of lack of gratitude and disbelief that it's happening for us, which might actually make it not happen. So be patient, stay balanced. One for the Knight of Wands, please. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. What's coming in? What's rushing in? What's slowed down? What's the message for the Knight of Wands? It's being a bit... This one. It wanted to give me two. Oh, Page of Wands. That came out in the reverse. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. Interesting. And on the bottom of the deck, I've got the Six of Cups. So I'm going to leave that where we can see it. Can we see it there? Yes, we can see it there. Okay, so this usually is sort of about overcoming something and like a success. So, and it is an Aries card. So when it's in reverse, it might be like staying small and staying trapped in some sort of fear. And we were talking about these little fears here with this Wands card. So there's a message to let go of the fears. And interestingly, the Seven of Swords is I think that's the moon in Aquarius. And I'm sure that is to do with, again, self-limiting beliefs, like self-deception. Like, so I'm getting, don't stay small and believe or invest in these self-limiting little fears We need to release what is lurking in our shadow self. And crossing all of it is this Six of Cups. It might be something from our childhood, something from our past, a person from our past, a narrative, a story that we've been telling ourselves from our childhood that's perpetuated and kept us blocked right up until adulthood. And these eclipses, they're here to sort all that sort of stuff, all that nonsense right out. With this Aries Page of Wands in reverse as well, and that message being sort of sideways, and being these cards being in relation to this, you might be feeling quite rebellious and angsty. Look at it, it's like throwing caution to the wind. I don't care, I don't give a burp, right? She doesn't care. But there's a self-deception. There's something hidden beneath the surface in our shadow side. And, the message isn't coming out clear because it's in reverse. And it's something from our past. I think I will go for a Big Daddy-O on the shadow side of this. I want to know about this Four of Cups as well, because I feel like it's all linked. So going for the archetypes. These are very shadowy. Oh, instantly. It's pulled out a few, flipped over quite a few. The stone. So, stay strong and grounded. I'm getting like base chakra stuff. Aries season. The Muladhara chakra. The base chakra. Interesting. It's also what's sticking out is the prayer. So that's hope. The tear, emotions. And there's one more, the mask. Wow, what we're saying about self-deception and self-limiting beliefs. Wow. What I really notice about this one is this beautiful colour on one side and this massive shadow that's almost like rays. I feel like that is massively the eclipse. And the fact that it's masked, the sun is going to get masked by the moon momentarily on this eclipse. It's going to be momentarily submerged in shadow. Eclipsing out our mask of our ego. The sun, the yang of our ego is going to get eclipsed, and the truth is going to come out. It's going to make us feel vulnerable. We want guidance, and I feel like the guidance is to allow the eclipse to release the mask, allow ourselves to be vulnerable so we can come back to our truth, our groundedness, to be humble. A stone is a simple thing. And it's pretty unchangeable. And I feel that's our true unchangeable self within, behind the mask. Let's have a nice everyday witch card. These always have a bit of a happier note after we've had some dark times. I feel like, these are all tools from this deck as well, though. So this is the tools that these eclipses and these portal days and this retrograde and all these billions of stellions of things going on right now, these are the tools it's giving us to, release these blockages. Follow your dreams. Oh, that's beautiful. That's actually making me want to cry slightly. Honestly, I am welling up. Actually welling up. So yeah, look at him looking out his window, the moon and the stars. Even the cat look is like looking into the crystal ball and, sort of seeing its hopes and its destinies. So yeah, return to yourself, release all of the nonsense about these fears and this false self that's been created through these narratives, these ongoing narratives, going way back to potentially our childhood. That they can be from, parents, friends we had growing up, places that, schools we went to, like the ethos behind them, just it can come from so many places, these narratives that, get fed to us and they unfortunately stick. But it's our job, and we owe it to ourselves and really it's only us that can release those shadows, those messages, those ways that we understood these messages and allowed them to attach to ourselves. We're the only ones who can detach from those beliefs. So there's a lot of shadow work to be done, but I feel like the eclipses, this next eclipse is really going to release a lot so that we can, move past all of this shadow, all of this self-limiting belief, these lies that we tell ourselves, and have our prayers answered and follow our dreams. And I'm going to end there because that's just a lovely note to end on. I'm just going to flip the camera. Right, well, thank you for joining me on the 4th of the 4th. The sun's starting to come out. It's been pretty drizzly and rainy all day while I've got this big, massive jumper on. I have also done a 4th of the 4th yoga class. So it is a journey to the splits, which is a very surrendering and opening pose and taking a leap of faith, which I think really ties in quite nicely, and is about grounding and balancing the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, the base chakra, which is, I feel, come up in this reading. So I feel it all ties quite nicely together. So if you are wanting to really improve your flexibility, whether you are aiming to come fully into the splits or not, it is a journey. It takes time to surrender into the pose. So if you are interested anyway, go and check it out. No one's expecting anyone to seamlessly slide into the splits first time, but it is a class that you can keep revisiting for flexibility, and if you would like to have a goal to work towards in your flexibility, or just to really balance out that Muladhara chakra, as I said. Bye!